You're now going to learn how to set up a camera on Inventor and using Inventor Studio. Here's the scene that I have. I have a bird feeder, a speaker and a bicycle light inside a room. I'm going to go first of all to environment and I'm going to select Inventor Studio. I'm then going to select camera, and initially I have to pick the target of the camera. You can see a black line. Now what I want is the black line to be coming from the side. I don't want to be looking down on this particular scene. I want to be looking from the side like a viewer would coming into a room. So I'm going to select that target. And then as you see, I'm drawing the camera back. And as I draw the camera back, you have a square which gets bigger and bigger. This is what the camera can see. And I want the camera to take in the speaker and the bicycle lamp, and hopefully we're going to see the bird feeder as well. So I'm going to click there. To see if I've got that correct, I can link to view, and I can actually see that I do have the three items that I want to see. So I can untick link to view. Now you can move the camera if it's not in the correct place by selecting the camera and then making small adjustments to it. Just by pulling it, moving in a little bit. And then every time you think you've got what you want, click OK, and then click link to view again until you're happy with what you've got. Now, we're also going to click enable depth of field. Depth of field is the area that is sharply in focus. And when you're doing this, you want the area to be sharply in focus. The area that's going to be right close up to the target and close to the target. And here is the area here. So if I highlight the blue area, this is the one, the nearest one, the one that's in blue. And I just have to make small adjustments to that. So I'm going to push it away. I'm going to type in maybe 630 and see what happens when I move that. And as hopefully you can see that as I move that, it moves the blue area slightly further towards the speaker. And then I'm going to make a slight adjustment on this one and move this again a little bit further away. And I'm happy with that. So I'm just adjusting again, so I've got a three-dimensional view of the image. So I've now got my depth of field enabled. You can see that I have my camera image. Other things that you can do as well, if I go back to link to view, is you can also change the angle of view. Now this does look rather silly if you make it too high, but you might want to go for sort of more angled view if you wish. I'm going to go back to 0. Right, but I'm happy with that as it is at the moment, so I'm going to click OK. And then I'm going to render the image. So I render the image, I change the current view to camera 1, which is the camera that we've just set up. And I'm going to make this, at the moment, quite small so that we can see if it's correct. And then select render. Now I've made some small tweaks to that, but I'm hoping you can now see that we have the rendered image. It's still rendering as we speak, but you can see that this speaker is in focus and some of the other items are a little bit out of focus, especially if you look at the wooden floor. You can see that the front of the wooden floor is out of focus, and as we move towards the speaker, it becomes in focus.